fear manifests itself in many ways. It can cause you to completely shut down, which is freeze, right? There's flight, fight, or freeze. And we often see freeze, but in this situation, we see fight, which is probably more common. And that's what's happening is this dog, she or he, feels like they have to fight. And we actually have a new sponsor for this video that I'm excited to tell you about called Better Wild. So more on that here in a little bit. And I am, with a high level of confidence, believing that this dog will attempt to bite me. And so I've found that if you can have something that they can lunge towards, like this blanket, and bite that instead of you, it helps. Now I'm hoping that doesn't happen and we can break through the fear without that, because I believe in this dog. There's no dog that is a lost cause. So we're gonna take our time. Now this works better for a small dog, obviously, than a large dog, but I'm just gonna kind of set it right in front of me so I can grab it if I need to. Now this method works better for a small dog than a large dog, because obviously a large dog can break through easier through the blanket and just grab you. But even with a large dog, it helps because a lot of times they'll go for that object versus you. But I think there's hope right out of the gate here, because I thought he was going to lunge at me, and it seems that it's all a front. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and sit down. I want to make myself as small as I can. I'm going to sit on my blanket. I want to be very clear that I'm not taking his blanket, I'm just sitting on my blanket. Any signs that I can give this guy that might break through to him or girl will allow them to just kind of de-stress and relax. Could be life-saving. I'll even go as far as to say I need to relax here for a minute. I gotta clear my head, all the stressors of the day, because none of that matters. You know, I gotta get gas, I gotta get groceries, I got bills to pay, I got dogs to help. Got to put all that out, because none of that matters right here in this moment. Anytime you can take a moment to help someone, the more you can put away all of the other things you have to do and just be present in that moment. I think the more you can really help provide hope and build trust. I don't know if we're going to be able to help this dog. They're in an ISO area because a lot of times it means they're not feeling well. For him, you can tell, or her, you can tell that it's just the kennel reactivity, the aggression. But I have a secret that often works in these sort of situations, and that's treats. Maybe not that big of a secret. If you have a dog, you probably know this secret that I speak of, treats. Alexis, I see your face out there, like reading the notes. You have a story on this one?
I do.
Okay. Let me see if I can get him to warm up a little bit. We may need to shut that gate, the guillotine. I know, horrible word for it, to just get him closer. But let me see if I can get him comfortable. Okay, so I'm just breaking off a little piece of treat, and we're just going to start. Me not making eye contact and sitting with my back towards this little one, already making a difference, right? De-stressing. I've got my blanket right here so I can grab quickly and defend if I need to. By the way, the reason I can tell that this dog is potentially willing to take action and get after you is because if you notice, when I first was sharing some of the movements of the dog, they are stressed, and you can see the stress, but instead of just really pancaking on the floor like a lot of dogs will do when they're scared, there's a little bit of lift. And there's the shaking like a springboard, and that springboard is usually like a defensive lunging. I could be completely wrong, but that's kind of what I'm just seeing on the initial. So, okay, let's try the treat. Here we go. I'm going to try to do this without looking, just in the camera as my rear view mirror. Nothing. Oh man, it was so close. It was so close. See, I just laid down a little bit to adjust the camera, and that springboard, like ready to take action. So, okay, let's bring the energy level down again. Dogs can feel that, and more than humans, like if you're by someone and you can feel them just kind of decompressing, or you can feel that they're stressed out, let's call it like a few feet radius. Dogs, man, I've noticed with them, it could be like 20 yards and they can sense if you're stressed. They're just so much more in tune with that. I cannot see if he or she's watching me. Hey, Alexis, boy or a girl?
We actually don't know.
Okay, we don't know yet. I can't tell if they are right now watching me or thinking about this treat. Let's try another treat. The good thing about treats too is if I can associate movement with providing treats, that can really build trust. I mean, think about it. Like, if you were a bank robber and you brought cupcakes to me, I might be like, oh, they're not so bad. Right? This one, though, would not accept cupcakes from a bank robber, for sure. For the record, too, I'm not saying we should accept cupcakes from a bank robber. Do not rob banks. This would be bad. The reason I keep throwing the treats is every time I throw one, this one is investigating. And what that does is every time they investigate, they're using their sniffer and they're having to think about something else versus the fear moment that they're in. If you can stack up enough of those, the dog might start to release a little bit. It also could just be a huge waste of treats that goes nowhere, but I'm willing to take that risk. I looked away, but I wasn't quick enough. They started growling. Hey, there was a little bit of take on that one. That was good. I'm gonna try a bigger piece. We'll try a bigger piece and see if I don't know if that'll make an effect. But right at this point, let's just try things, right? It's funny, you may not be able to hear it, but that went from a growl to like well, I'm not happy about this, but this I'm gonna try it. It's like my 2-year-old. Like, it's pretty cute. I think too, it's really important, like when a dog's in this state where they are certainly not cute and they are very angry, to really kind of think about the fact that under there is a really great being. It's a dog that is loyal and trusting and kind. They have their defenses up because of fear, but that's not who they are. Have movement. This is good. I can't even tell. I can't get enough of a look. So you guys can let me know, did this one take a treat? The bigger piece works. So I'm going to do like a medium piece now. Medium. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Be cool, Rocky. Be cool. You get your elbow bitten. Wait, bit. You get your elbow bit or bitten? You get your elbow bitten?
I think it's bit, because wouldn't bitten be passive?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What is wrong with me? I'm sorry. And I'm sorry I always put you on the spot where you have to be the expert.
Which I'm not, to be very clear.
Guys, this is why I do video. Because I'm not meant to read or write. It's not like I would go write a book. Ooh, that's a big step. If he goes over there to get that, we have hope. Folks, hope has entered the room. Lower the kennel. Okay, this is good. I feel comfortable. Okay, let's deploy the Pac-Man. I think it's time. So normally I like to be closer on the Pac-Man, but with Mr. Defense over here, we're gonna try my best throwing Pac-Man skills. And with the Pac-Man, what I do is I just encourage the dog through their allow them to, with their own bravery, take small steps towards trust. And just like Pac-Man, where Pac-Man goes and eats all the little bits, we make little bits, and we try to get closer and closer and closer and allow the dog to build up their courage and their trust. So let's try it. You get one a little closer. It's kind of a fun game, isn't it? Try to get one closer. And then let's do the reminder there that we are your friend. And then I'll just completely look away. I feel like I should have thrown a treat closer to my rear end so that my rear end doesn't end up being the treat. Because like he or she's making a lot more progress than I thought. This is so encouraging. It's going to take a lot of time. Like, will this dog be in my lap by the end of the video? Unlikely. But even just that tells me that this dog very quickly in the right environment would be an amazing dog. If you had this dog in a home with, just a couch and a loving environment, I bet he or she would just be so great. Okay, let's keep working. I don't know how we're gonna get this one up to me, so I might start inching back. Because if we bring this one up towards me and we shut that, we might just create so much fear. So why don't we do this? Why don't I try to move back a little bit? Are you close enough along to tell the story?
Yes.
Okay, and I want to give everyone a Flips Farm pup date too. We have a really good one. So, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start inching backwards. Nothing super scientific about this, outside of the fact that we're just going to move backwards. And I'm doing what I can to just keep my heart rate down. Oh, look at this blanket. It says wolf. That's pretty cute. If you can ever go to your shelter and donate blankets or beds, it really goes a long way. I mean, this little stinker wants the only the big bites. Although I think they've cleared most of the treats. I do a big bite here. Okay, I'm over like the pole threshold here. Are you watching my back for me a little bit?
I'm trying to see when it's best to maybe, you want me to close the guillotine?
Oh, you mean
over the threshold?
And just turn around?
Yeah.
It might not be a bad idea. You know what?
Because instead of forcing them to move over here, and
why don't we just move it over
then
here?
you move to them.
Man, you are so smart.
We'll figure this out.
Okay. That, or she's trying to get me trapped in here with Mr. Biterson. By the way, he has not done that, and I want to be very clear about that because that creates a different situation if that happens. The heat is on for sure. That's a song, I think. I can't tell him or her. We may not find out. Folks, I'm sorry. We may not find out, and that's okay. Good, bigger piece. The one of the challenges is he's so small, he or she might be getting full. Okay, I feel good about the spot we're in right now. I'm going to have Alexis go to the other side of the kennel so she can give us the story. Actually, why don't you just stay right there? Right, because,
I don't want to put pressure.
Yeah, then this one will start barking. So I'll have you give the story. But first, hey, Flips Farm pup date. Here, coming at you right now. I want to start this Flips Farm pup date with a before and after picture of Pippa that is just unbelievable. That's going to come up here. But I do want to also just thank Better Wild for sponsoring this portion of the video, the Flips Farm pup date. More about that here in a minute, but I got to tell you about Pippa and Polly. Okay, here, let's do this. Throw the before and after picture of Pippa on the screen and look at that. What is that about? I mean, she was so bad to the point that some of y'all thought that her breed type was actually Chinese crested. The dogs that don't have hair on them or much hair at all. And I thought a little bit too, but no, turns out not at all. Her situation was just so bad. Her allergies were so bad. And Polly, she was bad too. She was like red and brown all over her mouth and her paws from just being allergic. And they've come so far. If you haven't heard, they are available for adoption, which just makes me so happy. And they're best little buddies. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. Whoever adopts these two amazing little puppies, you're gonna have some things like Polly. She is sometimes grumpy, and she lets her sister know that. But I think, that's just what makes her such a character. Like, she's got some personality that I just love. And then Pippa, boy, she's so sweet. But if you don't give her some of what you're having, a snack or something, she is going to sit there and tell you about it and talk about it the whole time. She's as loud as a husky. She talks and talks and talks. But it just makes my heart so happy. So they're doing good. They're available for adoption. And Better Wild is sponsoring this segment. Now, here's the thing I'm going to tell you about Better Wild and why it has made a lot of sense, especially for Pippa. Now, we're using it for all of the dogs on the farm, but Pippa specifically because her allergies are never going to go away. And a lot of times, and this has happened with me as well, and I think I've done this, the first thing is you go to a vet and you go, give them the allergy shot, which is sometimes effective, but sometimes unneeded. Can you use a wonderful supplement that may be able to help with your dog's allergy conditions? This is where Better Wild can come in. You've probably already heard of Better Wild, and there are a lot of supplements out there, but if your dog has itchy skin, this is like the ultimate hack. Or ask yourself this, does your dog have paw licking, grass eating, head scratching? Any of those things, Better Wild may be the perfect supplement to help solve some of those challenges. Okay, now here's the thing about Better Wild. It has 4 ingredients that really target the root cause of some of your dog's allergies. Well, how does it do it? The ingredients work to strengthen your dog's gut, which helps make them stronger and gives them the ability to fight those allergies effectively. The ingredients work to strengthen your dog's digestion, and your dog's digestion ultimately supports your dog's allergy defense. Now, when Better Wild reached out and we started giving these supplements to the dogs on the farm, one thing that caught my ear is that they are the only allergy supplement out there that contains Ancestral Advantage Wolf Probiotics, a proprietary blend of wolf probiotics. And your dog is wolf. They come from being a wolf. So as Better Wild says, it rewilds your dog's gut to that of their furry ancestor. It has salmon oil, always a big win because your dogs need those omega-3s. It could soothe your dog's skin and potentially relieve itching. I wouldn't just throw any supplement out to Pippa or the farm dogs. She really needs the best to make sure that she stays on course. And so you got to try this for your dog. Go to betterwild.com/RockyJune. You'll get a special offer I think you're going to be really happy about. And if you do it as a subscription, it even stacks more discounts on that. So go now and try it because 1, they're helping us help more dogs, and 2, allergy meds for dogs are expensive. And thank you, Better Wild, for sponsoring this portion of the video, Flip's Farm Pup Date, so that we can help more dogs in need.
Oh, I just made eye contact, and that was, I felt that one. This one has a really cute face. Let's see if I can show you. It's hard because I can't look. Like, they do not want any eye contact. So I'm gonna see. You know, one of the things that caught my eye about this one, outside of just they were really scared, is they're a black dog, and black dogs are just the last to get out of shelters in most situations. If we can highlight their story and tell their story and show their facial expressions, it could really go a long way. It's just so much easier to, in person, when you're close up, see them. This dog also probably needs a groom, and you can tell they've got hair above their eyes. And so that makes it hard because then it's just harder to read their expressions. But if you get close to this one, you can see all the fear, and, you know, they've been through it. I think we're going to find out right now. Alexis, what is this little one's story?
We do know that they have them listed as a Schnauzer.
I was going to ask what kind you think. You know, there's fur on the back that just stands up straight, and I would almost say Ridgeback if this one wasn't about 80 pounds less than a Ridgeback. It's crazy. Oh, they're eating all the trees. I think us just talking is really helping here, so that's really great. But yeah, I think Schnauzer mix for sure, but with that deep, shiny black too, Schnauzer, yeah.
Yeah, it might be mixed with another terrier as well. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a Schnauzer border terrier mix or something like that.
I'm risking my life over here. Okay, certainly not comfortable with that. Yeah, Schnauzer terrier for sure. Yeah, the terrier would give that bold attitude, which I love so much. But in a shelter environment, it makes it really hard for that dog to break out of that. There's times still huddling in the blanket. Guys, listen, I don't want little dogs are fierce.
Support blanket.
Support blanket, yeah, for sure.
Well, we don't know actually if this one is a male or female yet. This one actually has not been health checked, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, I'm so close to seeing. From what I can, as far as I can see right now, female, and then I'll update it should I be able to get a closer look.
And we do know that it's this pup's 5th day here, actually.
Oh, no. You know, I think that doesn't surprise me, though, because This dog is so tired. That's the other thing. Dogs can't think clearly after multiple days in the shelter of no sleep, of just being on high defense, high adrenaline. That's what's happening with his dog right now. So even under normal circumstances where, just like you, right? If you were to misinterpret someone just because you're on edge, that can happen with dogs as well. So 5 days. Okay, microchip?
Unfortunately, no microchip or owner that we know of, because there's no collar either. So they're deemed as like a normal stray, but they were an animal control pickup.
Okay, so what happened? They were running around. Someone called in and said, there's this dog out here, and send animal control?
Yes, so this is what the call ID notes say for animal control. The reporting party found this dog after stopping actually in the middle of a highway.
Oh, yeah.
So presumably they had stopped to help the dog, and the dog actually hopped into their car and wouldn't let the person back into their car.
See, that's the terrier, right? Like very determined. Nope, this is where I'm going to be.
Yeah, so clearly Very was so scared out there and just wanted that comfort and that safety, but just was like, but leave me alone, now it's my car.
Yeah, such character, huh?
Yeah, so talking to staff, they remarked it's like a carjacking by a dog.
Yeah. That's funny. I was talking about bank robberies. Now we're talking about carjackings, which neither we endorse.
So, of course, animal control was called to help, obviously, not only take this pup, but help that Good Samaritan on their way. So they were kind of just stuck there until animal control came.
Wow, that's it. That's different.
So this dog is in isolation now, in this isolation area, because just their behavior, and like I mentioned, has not been health checked. That also means we do not know of a name. So we'll need to give this guy or girl one, maybe if we find out if they're a boy or girl, and we can go from there.
Do we know what kind of car it was?
Ken, do you remember the car?
So Ken's going to go find out what kind of car it is. I also asked him to grab me something even higher value, like cheese or peanut butter or something. I just want to see if I can coax this little one a little bit more now that we know they'll take treats. Okay, what else?
That's all we know, because again, since this dog has not been health checked, we don't actually really know of an age either. So I don't know if there were any guesses just based on where you're at. Like you're closer to that dog.
I have an idea for a name. Let's find out the car first. It won't matter, but I have an idea for a name that I think will be really great. Okay, let's do this. Let's try some high value things. I want to move in, see how close I can get. I don't want to push this pup too much because we have to do little increments to give them a chance. And then I have a way that I think we can all work together to help this little one. So I have an ask for you here in just a little bit. But let's try a couple more things and just see what progress we can make. Still just shivering. I'm going to also lay this blanket out and just see if it's inviting. Okay. You come here. Oh, good. Peanut butter. Okay, let me have some of that peanut butter. Yeah, I'd say bring that whole jar in here. Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. Look what I got. Now before y'all come at me, hold on, let me frame that a different way, because so many of you are so awesome. There's a couple of you pickles. Peanut butter. Nuts are not okay for dogs. Peanuts are actually a bean of the legume family. So fine. A lot of you are going to come and say, but what about the xylitol? Yes, xylitol is not good for dogs. When you can get organic peanut butter, please do so for your dog. And the biggest rule is in moderation and situational. If I give this dog more peanut butter than the average dog because they're in such a stressful situation, forgive me. I think it'll be okay. Don't go just give your dog a bunch of peanut butter for nonsense reasons. And make sure it's a good organic peanut butter with low xylitol. I know a lot of y'all already know all this. Hopefully you picked up some helpful tips. And for any of you that were about to be keyboard warriors right there, you can put the keyboard down. You still will. I know. I get it. Whatever. Adorable. You're adorable. I know you are showing me how tough you are, and I get it. I see it. But I also see those little eyes and that big old heart inside. How old do we think this one is? Well, we don't know because health check, right?
Yeah.
Young, I would say. Young. I'm going to guess under 2 years with those big old puppy eyes. I think we give some positive affirmations. You are a good dog. I hope you get a whiff of that peanut butter here in a minute and then you start licking it with your chops because you deserve it. I will tell you this. I am impressed, along with all my friends watching, with how tough you are. Period. The fact that in the face of the freeway of danger whizzing by you at who knows how fast, you were brave enough to find sanctuary in someone's car just tells me how smart you are and how brave you are. And you're a good dog. You are a good boy. You are a good girl. The challenge is they may have never been told that they're a good dog. And so they just don't know. Or they have, but they're so tired after days of stress and so scared that they just can't process that information. You're a good dog. Yeah. You're a good doggy. Yeah. I think you're a girl. She's a good girl. Yeah, I put you some peanut butter. Yeah. That's a good girl. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. You are a good doggy. You're a good doggy. I know it's a little scary, but we're going to get you through this, okay? We're going to get you through it, okay? Yeah. You got a whole, I tell you what, if you just reach out a little bit and try some of that peanut butter, it's going to make your day. It'll make your day.
I was going to mention that you saying those positive affirmations, dogs next to you are responding to it.
Oh, yeah?
They're like,
They're like, hey, me? Yes. You are also good dogs. Okay. The name I want to throw out there. Oh, the little ears tucked down just warm my heart.
do you mind saying really quick, like good girl, a good boy again?
Yeah. Okay, let's try a good girl first. Okay, let me try it. You ready?
Yeah.
You're a good girl. You are a good girl. Yeah, you're a good dog. Good boy. Good boy. Which one, boy or girl?
I think both. Just like, yeah.
You're a good dog. You're a good doggy. You want another treat? Here, you want another treat? There you go. You want another treat? Here you go. Just try it. It's really good. But just, man, if they'll just take a little bit of that peanut butter, it's so good. Okay, let's keep talking to see if we can take some of the pressure off because they're really close to taking some of that peanut butter. Okay, awesome. I have a name that I think would be fitting. Ryder.
Ryder?
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah, that was either way, right?
Female or male.
Yeah, Ryder.
I like Ryder, like
Okay.
R-Y-D-E-R.
Yeah, that's even cooler. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, curling up past peanut butter, that breaks my heart. Like, for a dog to not know peanut butter, the love that comes with you giving your dog peanut butter, they don't even know it. Okay, I'm gonna try to get a little closer.
Maybe we do try the guillotine.
You know, I think at this point I think I've basically kind of shut it off, you know? But I do want to try to get a little closer. Just see. You know, this stuff takes time too. Like, what I would do if I had all the time in the world, is I would just come check in, do this 15, 20 minutes a day. You do that for a week or two, and this dog will learn your intentions. You know, who knows what they had to go through before. Anytime someone approached them, they could have been harmed or, you know, who knows, right? And so me just approaching them being like, hey, I'm okay. You may not be able to unwind everything. And most likely that's not the case. Most likely it's just the simple fact of this environment that you have to show them that it's going to be okay. You can't just tell them. And by the way, that's with people too. As much as you just want to tell someone it's going to be okay, we all know we're smart. We got to see it. We got to feel it. We got to know it. We got to experience it. And dogs are the same, if not even better than us at that. We'll see if we can get a little closer here. And the reason I just want to get a little closer is just to keep showing them that no harm will come from the proximity, so that when health check, let's say, comes to do a health check on this pup, they're a little more willing because they know that if a human is getting close to them, he's not going to result in harm. So one of this sounds a little silly. One of the best things that will happen in this entire experience is when I leak. A lot of times it seems sad, but it means, okay, I left, no harm came to me. That wasn't a bad interaction. And so every time that happens, the good intentions continue to stack until a dog is just a bit more trusting. Just accidentally swipe that peanut butter with your lips or your nose. It'll be worth it, I promise. Ryder. I like that. It might be one of the better names I've come up with.
Ryder is a really good name. Speaking of Ryder, we did find out what the car
Oh yeah, what car?
was.
I don't know why it even matters. It's just fun to have all the details.
It was a burgundy sedan.
Okay. I don't know what it matters. I just like to build the picture, you know? Also, because, let's say it's a big truck. Like, did he leap up into a big truck out of just amazing feet? Or a sedan, which is perfect. Like, what a perfect situation that it was low enough, the pup could just jump right in the sedan. Sometimes things are just meant to be. Oh my goodness, your little sad eyes you keep giving. Every time I make eye contact with this one, the little sad eyes. Smell my neck? Okay, you don't have to. Only if you want to. That less growling when I get close. That's pretty good. If I would have done this 30 minutes ago, this one would have just been hanging on my arm. So that's pretty good. That's good. You're a good dog. You're a good dog. Maybe. Something really big happened right there. Sniffing me, which is good. That's what I want. And didn't growl for a minute. Started to growl, which is okay. There's, I always recommend kind of the push and the pull, right? Even if you go to pet a new dog and you just keep petting them, I just always recommend pet a little bit and then pull back and let them ask for more. Every time I do that, the sniffer is working, which is what I want. There's a little room for fear in your brain when you're using some of your other senses, and so it helps de-stress the dog. I'm going to try this again. Pull. That's the one I was touching, too. Oh, that's the peanut butter. Be cool, Liam. Be cool. You didn't come this far to blow it because you can't keep your act together. I've been in situations like this, too, where the dog will just climb up in your lap and curl up. So we're just going to be open to everything here. When you give time to someone in pain or in fear, it can really produce beautiful results, because a lot of times one of the challenges is someone just isn't giving them the time that they deserve. This is unbelievable and unexpected, but it's just a testament to how amazing dogs are. Still growling. I know, I get it. I remember you're tough. But I do have a little peanut butter treat here that I'd like to give to you, if you're willing to take it. Then I feel like you might be. So let's try it. Okay, go. If we get to the point where this one takes a treat from me, I don't know. I think everyone needs to hit the like button, because it's pretty amazing. I'm not often impressed with myself. Has nothing to do with me. I'd be impressed with Ryder's ability here to girl.
She is a girl.
Yeah. Sometimes I've been wrong if which is a boy, but I'm 99.999% sure though. I had a terrier, Zoe. She actually came with Kelly, and it turned out to be a really good deal. Kelly's my wife, if you're new here. And Zoe was the boss. She was the boss of not only Flip, but a little dog Snoop we had, and all of the foster dogs, and me, and Kelly. She was the boss, and she acted very similar to this. Would just let you know, and if there were treats in the cabinet that she knew about, it's not like if you couldn't outwait her. Like, she would just sit there and whine about the treats, and it's not like I'd be like, you know what, I'll just wait 8 hours. She would whine for 8 hours until she got a treat. But also, if you told her one treat and no more, she was smart enough to understand that, like, highly intelligent. And I'll bet this one's the same way, just from what I'm seeing, and knowing to jump in the car to be safe. And that's one of the things about terriers is they have such a personality, which I love.
So I know we can break through with this one. Just get a little taste of that. You go around? Okay. You gonna sniff me some more? You're a good dog, Ryder. You're a good doggy. Yeah. You're a good doggy. You're a good doggy. Yes, you are. You don't come up here? You come here? You come here? No. Is that one step back for two steps forward sort of thing? For sure. But she is warming up.
I think she's also obviously sensitive and aware of my presence.
Yeah.
So do you think maybe I should just set up my phone over here instead and walk?
No, I think it's okay.
'Cause I noticed as soon as I start shuffling,
I think it's okay.
you know.
That's pretty cute. She's letting me know that she might be okay with this kind of, a little bit. Not much, but kind of. That she's not happy about it, but she'll deal with it. You a good doggy? You a good doggy? Yeah. Ryder, you're a good dog. You're a good dog. Yeah. I see you. I see you. Yeah. That's a good doggy. Yeah. You a good doggy? Yeah. It takes every ounce in my being to not pet Ryder. Just to be very clear. It's if you can just give a few moments of affection, it just goes so far, you know? You'll come up here? You come up here? Come on. Come on, you'll come up here? Yes, you'll come up here? Come on. Is it one? It's funny because, I want to pet her so bad, and then I'm also ready to, if I need to, just throw the blanket over her if she comes after me. You're a good dog, Ryder. You're a good dog. The progress here is actually really big. The fact that Ryder is not all the way up against the kennel means that they're feeling safe, right? The thing about working with dogs is you really want to pay attention to the small incremental progress. I guess that can go for all of us, but if you do what I'm doing and you go work with dogs, or you're trying to work on something with your dog, it's those little moments that can really be in breakthroughs if you take the time to acknowledge them and notice them. Because a lot of times we're moving so fast, or we just want so bad to pet the dog that we forget that their language is different than our language. And with dogs, we're always asking them to follow our language, but when they're in situations like this, we also have to work to understand their language. Just my 2 cents and kind of what I've followed and learned over the years of working with dogs. And especially when they're in a stressful situation like this, you want to meet them where they're at. I mean, this one's still shaking. Still. Just constant shaking. I touched Ryder. That's kind of wild. Okay, that little look right there, Bobby, let's play that in slow motion. That little look right there was, okay, I can accept a little more affection. Because two things can be true at the same time, right? The duality. This dog is stressed and upset about the situation, and also interested in a little more affection. That was really interesting. It's just a subtle glance, but if you pay really close attention to it, they'll give you the signs of what's going on. It doesn't mean I'm going to just move in and give her affection right away, because everything in moderation in these situations. Now that she's kind of exploring her environment, it's really good. Oh, look, those cute little ears up. Yeah, that's good.
That's good. Getting some other senses working here. We're listening. We're sniffing. See if we can try an open hand treat. Do we try an open hand treat? I think she wants to itch, and if she's comfortable enough to itch, that's another good sign. You can itch, girl. Being vulnerable enough to itch like that is good. Or she just had to itch really, really bad. It could be either one. You know, I definitely throw it out to you guys. In situations like this, these are the kinds of dogs I love, because with a little love and care, it just goes such a long way, and you can have such an impact, and they're just so loyal. It's almost because they like understand the bottom and how far they've been able to come with you, and so they're just so much more grateful. But I guess I ask you, like, would you want to take the time to put up with a dog like this, or not? Let me know what you think. One treat. Okay, that's okay. I got some normal pets in there, a couple before she started growling. It's okay. She's definitely giving me a look though, like, what did you just pull, mister? You good girl. I'm going to try something. I don't know if this will matter, but I'm going to try to shift a little bit. She might run off, and if she does, that's okay. But I'm going to try to shift a little bit where I'm behind her. It just changes the dynamic, and now I'm technically facing her, which is interesting because she never would have been okay with this 30 minutes ago. And look, she's putting her head down. There's some trust there, which is good. It's pretty good. I didn't think I'd make it over to this side. I'm going to turn all the way now. I want to show you too, something that's really unique about her is this kind of mohawk that she has down her back, which is just really cute. Right now, it makes her seem a little more aggressive than she is. But our dog Zoe, who was a terrier, we would get her hair cut. She has passed since, but we would get her hair cut where she would have a mohawk, and her name was Zoe, so we would call it the Zohawk. Some of you all probably remember that. I gotta move my legs here a little bit. I'm falling asleep. And so this little one reminds me of that for sure. I'm up to 4 pets now. I started with 1, I got the growl. Then I went to 2, I got the growl after 2, and now I just went to 4, and I got the growl at like 2 or 3, but I kept going a little bit, which is interesting. But it kind of feels good, doesn't it? Ryder. Kind of feels good. She wants to come over and sniff my hand, or she wants me to give her pets, which is interesting. And this might be a little bit of just her communication, that she doesn't know how to express it correctly. I've seen this before in dogs that just haven't been around other dogs, but like, this is good. These are signs of trust and looking for affection. But then she remembers really quickly. It's like, I might get out of here. You can't see her right now, but she's hiding over by the camera. Well, maybe you can see her, but she's hiding over by the cameras. And she's going to explore out the kennel, which is good. It means she feels safe. She's not running away, which is awesome. But you got to let a dog be a dog, you know? And the good thing is we didn't see any of this behavior before. It was just terrified. She was just stuck in the back of the kennel. And now she's going to check out Alexis and going to the front of the kennel, which I did not think we would see. And this is just in a matter of an hour, you know? Checking out her environment. If she comes back to sit down by me, then success. 100% success. The cool thing about what's going on right now is the sniffer is working. And you see how the thing she's not doing right now that she was doing the entire time, she is not shaking. Fear is being released by the ability for her to feel safe enough to sniff, which is pretty cool. Okay. And now she's picked the far point from me. So I think there's a big way that y'all can help, and that is sharing this. because when you share this, it makes a big impact as to the reach that it has. I would say if you're willing to let a dog come into your home and let them decompress for quite some time, it would just be life-saving. But the other thing is, if you're willing to share this and reach out to your local rescue group, a rescue can come to the shelter and pull a dog like this and work with them, get them into the right foster program, just to give this dog more time than they can have in a shelter and let them de-stress in a home environment. Let's do that. Please share this. Stay tuned. I will do a pup date on this. I try to do pup dates in the member section first, so would love to have you join and become a member. Allows us to help more dogs. And subscribe so that you get the pup dates when they come out. Thank you again, Better Wild, for sponsoring this video. It can only be good things for your dogs, so go check them out now and get that discount. Don't forget. Thanks for sitting with dogs with me. And from Ryder, even though she's not saying it right now, she also appreciates you.